I'm special. Everyone is special, and that does not diminish the word. Basically, what it means is that we need to understand how unique we are, why we were born when we were born, why we were placed in the family that we were placed, why we grew up with siblings that don't have any, like, we don't think the same at all. Why? Like, that's the question, is the why. Why is it that you had that experience growing up in the suburbs while your cousins had the experience growing up in the city? We saw very different lives, extremely different lives. And so you have to understand that everything that happens up into and through your life is purposeful, right? And I know that probably sounds like very witchy, but it's not. It's purposeful in the sense that you needed those experiences in your life in order for you to be the person that you need to be for God. So, one perfect example, I just realized through the power of therapy that me being teased in school as a young person had a huge effect on me. It had a huge effect on my self-esteem, and it took me a long time to get over the trauma of being, talked about and teased as a young person, because whereas other people were able to laugh it off, I digested it, which means that, during school I was kind of just daydreaming. Like, I wasn't really paying attention in school. My grades suffered for that, which meant that when it was time to graduate, I kind of just slid out of high school. And it wasn't until I made it to college that I realized that, okay, this feels like a new start, and I started paying attention in school and, decided to go further for my master's degree. Like, everything was determined by who I thought I was at that time. Like, our decisions now, we decide what jobs we're going to apply for, what experiences we're going to have based on the person that we are now. And so if we never go back and question why we're making the decisions that we're making, why you want to go to Switzerland and still haven't gotten there. Like, what is it? You have to question, why is it that I want to do this, but I'm not doing it? Always ask yourself those questions, because if you're here, if you're still here, then you still have work to do. And that's why you had the unique life. You don't have to look at it with pain. You can look at it with the fact of knowing that you're special, and the reason that you had to go through all that was because God knew that you had the strength to do it where someone else could not have, right? When I talk to my cousin, we have very different lives, very different pains, but the reality is that she couldn't do my pain and I couldn't do her pain, because she's special and the life that she has is for her. So think about anything that is preventing you from going to that next step, and really start digging into. I say that all the time. When I say dig into, that means basically ask questions of yourself to try to get to the root so that you can move forward. There's no reason that you need to stay stagnant. The person that you're envying right now, who's special, you're special too. You're just as special as they are. You have to believe it. Once you believe it and digest it, you'll start making better decisions for you so that you can get to that next step that you really want to get to. And I know you do. And you can do it.